Top 5 Best Trampolines for Kids. Number 5. Upper Bounce Classic Trampoline and Enclosure Set. Yet another great 7 feet option, very similar to the Skybound Super 7. Though it does have the netting outside of the springs, we have to give them credit for the 3 inches thick padding they place over the springs to help reduce injuries related to a leg sticking into the spring area. Coming in number 4. Zupapa Trampoline for Kids. This trampoline comes in 8 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet, 14 feet, and 15-foot diameter options, and has consistently high build quality, durability, and fun. However, the netting is attached outside of the metal spring area, which means feet and legs can fall into that area, risking injury. Zupapa upgraded these trampolines last year to include a no-gap design, which basically extends the perimeter pad in by another 2 inches, covering more of the springs. However, we think it's a much better idea to attach the net inside the springs, reducing the risk altogether. Coming in number 3. Skywalker 40 Lily Pad Trampoline. This is very similar to the 60 inches Seaside Adventure, but more ideal for smaller spaces. This uses a 40 inches diameter, which is pretty narrow for kids but definitely helps save a lot of space. All of the things we love about the 60 inches version are here: zippered entrance, interior perimeter handlebar, high quality and reliable construction, strong netting material, and the netting is attached to the inside of the springs or bungee. Given its narrow 40 inches diameter, this configuration does make it feel a bit narrow inside, but it was perfect for our test kids ranging in age from 3 to 6. Our 7-year-old gave it a shot and thought it was too constrained to enjoy. It does have a 100-pound weight capacity like the larger one, so it is feasible for smaller adults to have a little fun. The only thing we didn't like was assembly, much like with the larger version. Also worth noting that the vertical foam padding falls apart a bit if left outside, just like with the other one. Outside of that, you can get this for only about $55 online, and it should last for about 2 to 3 years until your toddler grows out of it around 5 to 6 years old. Coming in number 2. Skywalker Jump and Dunk Trampolines. This is the ultimate trampoline for big jumping and big yards. Skywalker has a series of these jump and dunk trampolines that starts as small as an 8-foot diameter and goes as large as a 17-foot diameter. They have regular circular ones, oval ones, and even square and rectangular ones. All of them also come in a range of colors and patterns, like blue, green, red, and camouflage pattern. They are big, well-made, and a bit expensive relative to others on this list. But the safety features are there. The netting is positioned on the inside of the high-quality heavy-duty springs. The weight capacity ranges from 175 to 250 pounds depending on the size you choose, and we found the build quality to be overall high, with good welds and galvanized steel T-bars at critical support points. Entrance and exiting is through a dual zippered slit on the side. The vertical bars are foam padded and shaped with a curve to prevent bumping into them during jumping, and the outside edge padding is thick and UV protected to slow down fading in the sun. Note that as with most trampolines, the diameter is measured across the frame, so the jumping surface will always be smaller in diameter by about 2 feet. So an 8-foot trampoline is more like 6-foot diameter jumping surface, a 12-foot trampoline is more like a 10-foot jumping surface, and so on. In our testing, we used the 12-foot trampoline. It took us about 2 hours to fully assemble, with the help of an included spring pull tool. The build quality was overall high, the jumping was awesome, and overall it seemed to be durable and well constructed. The Velcro on-off basketball hoop was a nice touch, though it wasn't really used much and we ended up just removing it. Over time, we expected the foam covers of the vertical bars to lose quality, the padding to fade in color, and the entrance or exit zipper to break. It has been about 8 months at the time of this writing, and the zipper hasn't broken and foam covers haven't broken apart yet. The pad has faded a bit in color, even with the UV protection aspect, but that's to be expected with anything you leave out in the bright summer sun. Overall, we highly recommend this trampoline, and expect it to last your family for several years. In general, we found the 12-foot diameter one to be most versatile, large enough to support growing kids, and a high enough weight capacity to support parents under 200 pounds, and that's half the fun here, that parents can bounce too. High recommended for a larger, outdoor-only, trampoline to support tons of fun for several years. Coming in number 1. Skywalker 60 Adventure Trampoline. This trampoline comes in a couple different themes, with varied diameters. The Seaside Adventure is 60 inches diameter, and the Zoo Animal theme has a 48 inches diameter. We tested out the 60 inches Seaside version, though we assumed the 48 inches version is very similar. Skywalker is a great trampoline brand with a reputation for safety and reliability. This trampoline is no exception. It is suggested for kids aged 3 to 7, and has a 100-pound weight limit. One of the best things about this trampoline is that it has a padded 360-degree handle around the inside perimeter that kids can hold onto when they first start jumping and build their confidence. This unit uses a bungee cord rather than springs, so there's no pinch hazard, but bungees do tend to wear out and break a bit faster than metal springs or elastic straps. We must say, however, that we've had one of these in our backyard for 4 years now, and it is still sturdy and hasn't had any bungee cord breakage. The white foam vertical bar pads have basically disintegrated and fallen off, and all colors have been bleached out from the sun, but it still works perfectly. This trampoline has a fun zippered entrance, which is less annoying than the common Velcro ones. The only downfall is that it can be tricky to put together because the instructions that come with it are quite terrible. There are a ton of parts, and the assembly involves some tricky flexing to get the inside handlebars all attached. Once you figure that out, you'll be well on your way to years of fun with the backing of a solid reputation from Skywalker Trampolines. Interested?